What is up, YouTube family? So in this video, I'm going to share with you step by step exactly how to virtually wholesale real estate, which means you don't have to meet the seller. You don't have to go out there and see the property. I'm going to show you how you can do it remotely. All you need, laptop, phone, and internet connection. All right. If this is your first time here to the channel, then be sure to boom, smash that subscribe button. Okay. And if you just got here to the family, be sure to boom, smash that thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoy this, but I'm going to show you exactly how this is done, okay? Also, too, if you stay all the way until the end, I'm going to give you an opportunity that I have never done before. But this offer will only last for 24 hours, which means I'm going to give you the contract that you need getting into wholesaling. And I'm going to give it to you for free. I'm going to give you the contract that I've been using for the past 15 years to make millions of dollars wholesaling real estate. I put all the contingent that you need in there, so in case you can't find a buyer, you can back out. I'm also going to give you my badass seller script, okay, word for word, showing you exactly how to talk. I'm going to show you how to overcome any seller objections, like I want to think about it, how do you get my phone number, you know, hey, I got to talk to my wife, I got other offer, yada, yada, yada. I'm also going to give you a step-by-step course, show you exactly how to get into the game. Once again, I'm going to give it all to you completely for free, but the offer is only going to last for 24 hours. I'm also going to put you in a room with other like-minded real estate hustler across the country so you can network, ask questions, and do deals with. So let's get straight into it. So this is perfect for those of you who's brand new into wholesaling and you just discover it. I'm going to walk you through it so you can have a very clear understanding what wholesaling is about. And after this, you're going to have a confidence that you too, my friend, can do this. But before we get into that, I do want to share with you a quick story of mine of how I actually got into the game. So maybe just like you, this happened all 15 years ago. You know, I was grinding at a job. I was making $30,000 a year. And then all of a sudden I saw this guy on YouTube, just like you're watching me now. All right. He was showing me that he was making $30,000 a month, flipping a contract, flipping a piece of paper, and he was only working a few hours a week. That's when I realized that I say, oh, come on, man, shit, bro. So I'm here working my ass off while this guy worked way less, and what I make in a year is what he makes in a month. I said, no way. I said, so just like you, I was skeptical, didn't believe it. But the reason I keep on diving into it, because I was kind of tired with my current lifestyle, right? I was tired of the job. I needed something so I can escape. So I decided to look into it just like you right now. I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos. Man, I was just in it. Listening to a bunch of podcasts. I was subscribing to a bunch of Facebook page, all of that, right? I did all of that. Anyways, long story short, I found my mentor, hire him. After 6 months of struggling, just like you might feel right now, after 6 months of struggling, trying to figure it out myself, and I was like, come on, man, shit, dude, I'm done. And there was a time in my life where I wanted to give up multiple times. So I want to let you guys know that it is normal. But every setback, you need to understand it's a setup for something bigger and greater, but you just got to be able to push through the pain. Anyways, found my mentor, closed my first deal, and I remember making $28,000 in 15 days where I never have to buy the property. I never have to fix it up. I didn't have to get a loan. I can sell this piece of paper, this contract, for 28 G's. I made that in 15 days, and the rest was history. Okay, but at the same time, I thought that I got lucky until I did it again and again and again and again. To now, I'm doing 4 to 5 deals a month, averaging about $25,000 a pop. You do the math. So roughly, I'm hitting about $100,000 plus a month. I would have never, ever imagined in my life that that would ever happen to me. And here I am. Now I'm going to share with you how you too, my friend, can do it. I'm just a high school dropout, no college degree, no GED, no high school diploma, no PhD, but I do know my ABC, okay? So I'm going to show you how you too can actually do this without a high education, that you don't need a business license. So you don't need an LLC, okay? You don't need a real estate license. All you need, grit, okay? Determination, willpower, okay? Focus, all right? And you need to put in the work, because nothing works if you don't, my friend. You got to put in the work, okay? But the payoff is tremendous. Now I'm able to travel the world, okay? Also, too, is wrote my own book. Never, ever imagined. If you would have told me this 15 years ago, I would have said, get out of here, bro. Got my own book. So that's crazy. If you want to grab the book, just in case, go right there, WTMclub.com, or I'm sorry, book.com, WTMbook.com, okay? But let's get into it. Here's what wholesaling is, okay? So all you need to do, the cool thing I love about wholesaling real estate, it is so simple. You don't need a boatload of money to get into the game, and you can literally start today. What I'm about to share with you is something you can do today. And once again, just a quick reminder, if you stay all the way to the end, I'll give you the contract for free. I'll give you my script for free that I charge. This is something I charge over $1,800 for. I'll also give you my step-by-step virtual wholesaling course for you, also for free. And I'll put you in a private community with action taker. Not, okay? So first off, what you need to do is you need to find a distressed property. Typically, these are rundown houses, okay? How you can find them is called D4D. This is probably the most simplest way to do it. Drive around your city, find some old neighborhood with some old houses that you can target. And typically, these property are typically aligned with a motivated seller, which means these are the seller that's in a situation where they need to sell, not want to sell. Because if they want to sell, they'll list it with an agent, which means we're targeting the 3%, okay? The 3% that are in pre-foreclosure, tax delinquents, all right? Probate, inherited, okay? Or maybe absentee owner. Maybe the property is vacant. Maybe he is a tired landlord. But those are all motivation that we're targeting, okay? So you can drive for $1, you can find them. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take down the property address, and you can skip trace to find these homeowner. And I'm going to share with you the free way. So the free way to do it is called True, True, True People, People, TruePeopleSearch.com. And this is something I cover in my book, okay? I'll cover everything in my book. But anyway, TruePeopleSearch.com is the free way to do it. You take the property address, you go home, you punch it into the site, and it'll give you, the homeowner contact info. It's going to populate a bunch of people. You just need to call through all of those numbers to find who's the exact owner of this property. So it does take work. This is not a get rich quick, okay? But this is a get rich for sure. The information I share with you work. The question is, do you work? Because multiple of my students have made money doing it this way, okay? So let's just say that once you're able to contact the homeowner, you get on the phone with them, and you're able to negotiate a deal with them, okay? So this is you. And let's just say you're able to negotiate a deal with the homeowner. You're going to put that property, okay? Let's just say that you got them to accept your cash offer for $250,000 to buy this property, okay? And this property, let's just say it's worth about $375,000, but you're able to get under contract for $250,000, okay? Because it needs a lot of work. Seller doesn't have the money to rehab it, so he just want to get rid of it and be done. So you got under contract. You're going to have the seller sign what's called a purchase and sell contract, which is this contract here that I'm going to give you, and I'll show you how to get it, okay? All they need to do is sign a purchase and sell contract, and you're going to tie that property on the contract for 30 to 60 days, which means in that time period, you can now legally sell this contract over to anybody you want for a profit. It could be your mom, your dad, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, doesn't matter who it is. But typically, we call them the cash buyer, which is the house flipper, okay? That's what we call them. They are the person who actually wants to buy, fix, and flip this property for a profit. Or maybe they want to buy it, fix it, and keep it as a long-term rental. Either way, okay? Once we found this, once you locate this cash buyer, then what you're going to do is you're going to sell the contract that you got with the seller, the purchase and sell contract. You're going to sell that contract over to the buyer. Now, you and the buyer is going to sign what's called an assignment. It's only one page, and I will also give you that contract as well for free. So just hang tight. I'll show you how to get it. But then you're going to sign, and you and the buyer is going to sign what's called an assignment contract. So technically, you are assigning your rights to buy the property for $250,000. You're going to sell it over to them for $275,000. So the buyer, okay, you do not tell the buyer how much you got under contract for. You just tell them what price they're buying it for. So if the buyer's buying the property for $275,000, you get and that goes to you. Now, all of this is going to be done through what's called a title company. So if you're in California, you want to find a title in California. If you're in New York, you want to find a title in New York. So wherever that is local to you, all you need to do is you just send the purchase contract that you have with the seller for $250,000, and then in an assignment contract between you and the buyer, which is the buyer's buying it for $275,000. You take both contracts, you send it to a local title company. They will do the rest of the work, and they will get you paid. And that, my friend, that is wholesaling in a nutshell. Now, a lot of you will ask, well, Khang, don't you need what's called an EMD, which is an earnest money deposit to secure the contract between you and the seller? It can be as little, my friend, as $10. Okay, it can be as little as $10. But for me, every single one of my contract, I automatically put $250 in there just because I have the money to do so. Now, the cool thing about wholesaling, I got about 6 minutes. So the cool thing about wholesaling that I love is that, let's just say that in that time period, you can't find a buyer. You can call the seller back. You can cancel the contract. You can back out, walk away. You even get your earnest money deposit back, scratch free. The reason you're able to do that is because I'm able to put all the contingent in here that will protect us as a wholesaler, that will give us the right to back out at any freaking time for any reason. You don't have to hire a home inspector. You don't have to pay money to get someone to inspect the property to have a reason to back out. Okay? And that's why I paid thousands of dollars to have my attorney put all the contingent in here, and I'm going to give it to you for free. So this is wholesaling in a nutshell. I only got 3 minutes. I'm going to show you how to get everything that I just mentioned. Once again, if you're here, if you're brand new, type in the chat and let me know that you're new. If you've never done a deal before, let me know. Whether you've done a deal or never done a deal before, here's what I'm going to give you, okay? So if you're trying to learn how to virtually wholesale, and maybe you're trying to close your first deal, or maybe you're trying to close your next wholesale deal, and you want to learn how to do it virtually. Now, this is something that I wish that I had when I first started out 15 years ago. And that is the reason why I'm going to give it to you. No risk, no string attached. Listen up. So I just recently launched my school community. Now, I'm going to give you a 7 days free trial, no string attached. Once you sign up, you get 7 days free trial. You can get the contract, you can get my script, you can get all my courses. And once again, you're going to be in a room with other like-minded real estate hustlers across the country that you can network and you can do deals with. Now, after the 7 days, if you like it and you're like, Khang, I got so much value, and if you decided to stay, then it's $57 a month. That's it. Less than what you pay for dinner. So once again, this offer is only good for 24 hours. After that, I'm taking this down, and there's no free trial. You're either in it or you're not. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to remove all the risk away from you to get you take the action, go take the leap of faith, because you got nothing to lose. Okay? So here's how you get in. That's all you go. Just go to, or you can check the link in my bio, but go to school.com/WTM club. That is it. Once again, this offer will go away in the next 24 hours. So you can go in, sign up, get everything that you need. and let's just say 7 days is up and you're like, Khang, I didn't get any value out of it. You can just walk away, no string attached, no upsell, no sales pitch, nothing. Like I said, this is something I wish I truly got when I first started out. And I need you guys all to understand that I spent thousands of dollars to perfect this contract, to make it bulletproof. And I'm going to give it to you for free. My script, I charge $4.95 for. Give it to you for free. My course, I charge $9.97 for. All for free. If you join, 7 days free trial, no string attached. Okay? Now listen, here's something I do want you to understand though. That when you do join, 99% you will stay. So just make sure that you are prepared for that. The reason why is because I'm launching a new course every single week. So the course that you got now, next week, there's another one. There's another one. You're getting new course every single week, right? So most people who goes in, 99% stay, okay? So just be prepared. Now, once again, like I said, if you find no value after the 7 days free trial, you can just walk away, no hard feelings. You can go in there, you can download it, and you'll be like, yep, Khang, that's all I needed. I'm out. That's fine with me too, okay? But I want to remove the risk. I want to remove the tension, all right, and just get you into the game and show you what I have for you. And you're going to stay. So you're going to get so many perks beside that. We just unleashed a private live Zoom call, cold call role play exclusively for club members only. Okay. Also, here's another thing that we just unlocked. We just hit 400 club members just within the last 45 days. We already have club members who's locking deals under contract. Let me share with you really quick here before I have to go. And this is the reason why when I say when you join, you just have to be ready, because you're going to stay locked in with me. You wouldn't want to go anywhere, and you wish you would have discovered this a lot sooner. But I'm going to share with you something really quick just to prove my point here, and then I'll be out. So let me share my screen really quick here. I'm running out of time. So we already have club members. Look at here. Already have a club member. Can you see this? You guys can see that, right? Already got his second contract signed, okay, for just being in the club for the last 30 days. We're so new. He already have a property under contract right here, okay? This taught me power, and you can see here, the community is thriving, okay? Look at this. Obviously, here's where you go. So once you sign up, the one thing I like you to do is whether you decided to stay after the 7 days or not, that's totally up to you. But please introduce yourself. Check out the classroom. This is where you get the contract. You get the scripts. You get all of these courses, okay, in that 7 days free trial. No string attached. I want to remove all the risk for you, okay? So check it out. Make sure to introduce yourself, because you never know, my friend. One piece of information, one connection that you get from this, it can literally get you to close that first or the next deal that you've been wanting. The info's there. The choice is yours. Good luck. I look forward to seeing you inside the club, and let's go get this. Moni, hey, make sure you introduce yourself. Let me know that you came from YouTube and that you saw this video, okay? Ciao.